Okay, it's Friday. That's right, Friday. So you know there's excitement going on. Craziness is the 13th, so maybe bad luck going on. I'm Louis Porter Jr., and of course you're watching Transparency Agenda Daily. Today we're going to talk about, of course, the big post that I put up, Kickstarter. I love Kickstarter. I think Kickstarter is a great idea. I think it's amazing how many people have been able to make dream projects come from like absolute ideas and concepts to actual products. With that, I mean, you know, it's just amazing how many people really dig the whole concept of this, and I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great. The part that really scares me to death is when I hear people talk about Kickstarters and the problems that happen, and people don't come out with projects and stuff. And I'm gonna come right out and bold and talk about the ones I know about. I gave what was it? I gave some money recently to a well-known third-party publisher, and 2 years later, there's been virtually no communication. There's been no product, and you get to the point. I mean, look, and I didn't spend that much money. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't spend a lot of money to donate to. I was a little bit of cash, nothing big, no big deal. This is like one of many that have just, fallen apart. And let's just be honest about it. You can. All right, look, I'm gonna talk from my perspective and my only. I'm not gonna talk about anybody else's stuff. I'm gonna talk about me. I put together a Kickstarter almost 2.5 years ago. Well, sorry, 4 years ago for Obsidian Apocalypse. It was a very important one. During the middle of doing the Kickstarter, my wife had cancer, and literally, we did the Kickstarter, we got the money, and during the middle of having the Kickstarter, my wife passed away. It was a very tough time for me, and a lot of people who don't know, there were moments that, I was very, very close to the edge to, ending it all, because I didn't think I could go on. But, I tell people, look, man, I'm thankful that I didn't do something stupid and rash. I mean, it can happen to anybody. Because, like I said, in that mind frame, it was a crazy place to be at, So, for me, I knew I had to actually get the product out. I had to put it out. I had to put it out there. I had to make sure it came out. And we were late. We were definitely late. But we put the product out. I don't get people who don't even put the product out and, make up dates. I mean, okay, look. After 2 years, just say, look, we are screwing the pooch here. We're not doing this right. Just come out and say it. Just come out and say it. Guys who hide, I don't get that. And then guys get upset when people are upset with them because they didn't get the product. I mean, how are you going to get upset with somebody you gave a bunch of money to? Then they act like, oh, sorry, couldn't get it out. Too bad for you. I'll talk about one of my favorite one. Ken Whitman. I've noticed that one. People keep giving that guy money. And I'm like, how do you keep giving that guy money? He's like behind on so many Kickstarters. Why would you donate to him? I don't. Look, I got 2 Kickstarters going on right now. New Exes and Crisis. New Exes is really done. The editor needs to look at it and make sure we've actually spelled everything we're supposed to. We didn't make any horrible sense change choices. Good Lord, see my tongue? Choices, and just make sure it gets ready to get done. It's just ridiculous. Okay, I'm not going to call Ken Whitman a highway bandit, man, but he definitely has those characteristics. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of those similar characteristics of someone who's robbed you for fun. But I mean, look, New Exes, is it done? Yeah, I can send it out tomorrow. I can literally send it out tomorrow. All the art's there, just has gone through editing. People who see the art can say, okay, look, need some editing. It's all digital, so you can read tickets. I can send it again and then again and again. Forever, if I wanted to. Crisis, the first adventure is done, laid out. We need to put art in the actual space. They're actually big white blocks of space that are missing art. The second one, we've done the layout. It has to go through editing again to make sure. There's also big layers of maps and artwork missing. The third one is still with the editor, getting finished up. That will be done soon. The iconics are done. I've done the layout. Has to go to the editor. See how all this stuff goes back to the editor? Once we're in layout phase, we're basically 90% done. Then it becomes, let's clean it up and make it look nice. So that's what's going on with that. But let me just talk about, why are you so late? Why are you so late with your products? I mean, there's so many people just late. I mean, I go back to, what's Joshua? Joshua who did Quantum. I mean, that was like the first big nuclear one that I saw that just fell apart. Well, no, that's not true. Far East, gotta be blunt about it. Far East, raised $50,000. What happened? I don't know. Where's the money? I don't know. Where's the product? I don't know. I didn't put money in, so I don't have anything to say about that. I didn't get involved with that. Quantum, I didn't put money in that one. It was not something. I supported it with a lot of people I knew who were doing stuff. Thanks, Josh Frost. Thanks. I don't know what exactly happened with that, but something happened. And it raised a whole lot more money than I ever raised on my projects. And these people can't put it out. That's the part that blows my mind. It's like, you get all this money, and if guys had their stuff together, they could really just put out awesome stuff and be done and get a fan base. But instead, they implode on doing, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's like, why would you spend the money? Look, it's a business. People have given you pre-order money. You know you got to put the project together. Put the project out. And it just shot a lot of people. And then they'll blow back on top of everything else. You got all these people putting these projects out saying, oh, don't worry, I'm going to do it. I got it done. Da, da, da. You know they're never coming out. Some projects you just knew were never coming out. There's another one, another Pathfinder setting that I'm going to tell you the truth, I was terrified of. Because I thought, oh my God, this thing looks great. It's going to blow freaking Neo Exes out of the water. Oh my God, I was legitimately terrified of them. Let me tell you, they raised, I think, somewhere north of 50,000. I mean, not a lot, but definitely more than 50,000. And they still haven't put the thing out. And it's been like 2.5 years, 3 years. I think Obsidian Apocalypse was running it basically at almost the same time they ran. And it fell apart. Chad, I'll tell you bluntly, just put it bluntly. I understand people have health issues. I get it. I took care of my wife when she was sick. She had health issues. She died. Did all that, even with her dying, still put the book out. Don't give me any BS that if you're sick and you're really sick and you've got cancer, yeah, I understand. But if you're in remission and you can do something, hey, do something. I'll put it to the blunt way. You don't even have to do a lot. Do 1 page a day. If you do 1 page a day, 5 days a week, that's 250 pages right there. If it's layout right, whatever. 250 pages. Get that stuff. Which one was that? Which one were you talking about? The system? It was Black Star? Black Star, yeah. But they haven't put that thing out yet, and I'm still waiting for that one to come out. I don't understand that. I don't understand why it's taking so long for it to come out. I mean, they had a lot of stuff look like it was done. They raised enough money. Where'd the money go? Where'd the stuff go? You know, look, and you know, the most I've ever raised on a Kickstarter was Obsidian Apocalypse. We raised $14,000, and the product came out. You know, you know, I said the product came out in the middle of someone I cared about dying. You know, first time single father, for doing all that stuff. My mother-in-law living with me, lost her only daughter, all that stuff going on, still put the product out. So I just can't believe when people tell me, oh, this has happened, that has happened. You don't know my struggles. Hey, I don't know your struggles, but I know my struggle. And my struggle said, get my fat behind up, finish a product that you owe these people money from, and make sure they get it. So, and I think the dumb thing, they stalled out. And I don't know what happened to them. There's so many guys that, you know, potential was there. The potential was there. It was awesome. It looked great. What happened? They spent the money? I'm assuming they spent the money. I think they blew the money on something stupid, you know, and just thought, I'll figure a way to get it out. And it's like, dude, when you get that kind of money, do the smart thing. Put 90% of it away and just work with that 10% and try to see what you can do with that budget. Oh, thank you. I mean, like I said, everybody knows my wife passed away, you know, almost 2.5 years ago. You know, Carla loved what I did, and I loved her, and I'm thankful to spend the time with her, and I got a great son, and it is what it is, you know. Cancer kills. I get it. But at the same time, I got a responsibility to do. I couldn't fall apart totally. At that point, I had a 3-year-old son. Now he just turned 6. You know, if anybody told me I was going to be a single father, having to do all this stuff alone, would I still, I don't know. I probably would have gotten married to her still, because, you know, I loved her. That being said, I still have responsibilities to other people who, you know, gave me money. And really, I mean, you know, compared to some people who did $50,000, it wasn't a lot of money. It was, you know, $14,000 was the most we raised. But those people deserve the $14,000 they got. You know, they supported me when I needed it. I think it's only appropriate I do the same. So I don't get why people are on this whole thing of, oh, give me more time. And look, if you don't know the date you're going to put it out, just say, I don't know. But put something out. It takes a couple seconds to go, you know what, here's something cool we put together. I'm sorry we're late. And just tell people, be honest. Be transparent. Be transparent. People appreciate that more. They're like, look, man, you might have fucked up, but still, you were there. You did what you said you were going to do. But most people just don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with people harassing them and stuff. You know what? To me, it just makes more sense to say, look, new Exes is late. It's late. Is it really late? No. I think it's less than 6 months late, but it's late. But people who see it get a message just about every week or every 2 or 3 weeks. Boom. Here's where we are. Here's the stuff. Here's what's going on. You can see this. We released the first chapter to all the actually donors at a certain level and higher, so they could see that here's the first chapter. Here's all the work you put into it, so you can see why it looks the way it does. That's why we're waiting for all these iconics to come back. That's why we're doing that stuff. Oof. Chad, I didn't know you backed. Ooh. It's like, it's sad that people put so much money up, but they ask for a lot of money. I mean, some people ask for $300, $400. You're thinking, okay, this is gonna be great. You put it down, and you get messed up. And you can't. There's no real repercussions of it. You can't get your money back, and it's like kind of the people who are involved can't even come back in the industry because dude, you burned a bunch of people. People remember people who burn. This industry's so small. If you do something really stupid, we're gonna see you again. That's just the way it is. So, it's just. I read this article today when I was reading. I saw on Polygon talk about the guy in Canada who basically imploded a company. Took they raised all that money, and the guy took $250,000 to build his house. And you're like, damn, dude, that wasn't your money. And it's like, that dude's going to do some jail time. That dude's going to do some legitimate jail time with real life criminals that do horrible things to people. So, I don't. Well, I said, most people, okay. Ben McFarlane put down, he reached a point that he won't back unless a manuscript is done. I totally get that. Because you want to know at least the manuscript's done and it's ready to go. But some people just they got an idea and a couple good pictures and it's up. When we did the new Exodus, we had the book's first draft done, but we knew 2 chapters we needed to add. We added a Mythic chapter, and we added a Science chapter, and we added some more monsters. So that was our big thing. But we also knew we had most of the art for it. We got a bunch of new art, but we had a lot of art already done. It's just, oh my God. Kickstarter, I love as a concept. I mean, Indigo loves a concept. What I don't like is the tomfoolery of it. People who know they're not good at managing stuff, don't do a Kickstarter. Don't do one. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to you. It's not worth it to your reputation. But you can't come back from that. Well, that's not true. You can come back from that. Prime example. One I always apologize from. Nick Logue had a bad situation like that. What did he do? He handled it accordingly. I badmouthed him. Everybody knows I badmouthed him. I talked bad about him. I ran him down. Totally, I admit that. And I was completely wrong for doing so. But once again, someone else picked up the ball, took care of all the people, and did the right thing. I talked to Nick Logue face to face, apologized. But hey, at least, he had some issues, but he came out and said what the problems were. But also, he came out and said what the problems were and talked to people. I just think people need to just get out there and talk to people. Tell them what's really going on. If you got some problems, you got some problems. People understand. People get it. They're not inhuman. But damn, man, don't just leave them lying there. Don't try to play them for suckers. I said, if you raise something like $50,000, there should be some reason why that you can't get the product out. But let's be honest, a lot of put together products are a lot less than that. And maybe you overpromised. That shit happens all the time. And if you overpromise, you overpromise. Can't do anything about that. Just accept it. Ugh. Yeah, Ben, you were definitely right about that. Razor Coast had some issues, but the book came out. Can't talk about that. The book came out. Ugh. See Nicole? No! See Nicole? Once again, got Nicole. We got Nicole again. That's right. I can't even hear my boss. He's coming to talk to me. Can't help me. That's how you do bosses sometimes. Close and lock the door. It's only safe for me. Now I'm going to kill my coworker. I'm going to lock both doors and trap her outside. Does that make me a bad person? Yes. But, yeah, Cobalt Press is definitely one of the best guys at doing it. They've done it right. You know, they've they've done it right. You know, I'm always impressed at their level of quality, their level of communication. You know, it's a company I want to be. I mean, Wolfgang's a good guy. You know, he hires good people. They do good stuff. And, you know, I've never felt that Wolfgang was ever going to screw me over on a Kickstarter. It's just, I think now's the time that people have to seriously start thinking about, if you're going to do a Kickstarter, what's going to happen if things just go wrong? You know, what's your secondary plan? What's your backup plan? What's going to happen? I don't know. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time to get off this lovely video cast. As always, thank you people for watching. I didn't know it was going to be this kind of controversial and talk about all this kind of crazy stuff, but, you know, you see stuff in the news today when people, you know, embezzle, because that's what he did. He embezzled $250,000. It kind of makes an interesting topic. Just, you know, I never want to get people upset, but I mean, let's just be honest about it. Let's just be honest. People need to be more businesslike in this industry and do the right thing. I'm just saying. That's just my thought. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.